the last day my friend was here, a couple days ago, we all went to go to Chili's. We hung out and then we went to Chili's. The most important part was, to me at least, was Chili's. I've developed a very I developed a fascination with Chili's. Holy Christ, their QP burger, nom, 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 nom. So good, so cheap, very good. Today I want to talk about being social. I want to talk about getting out of the house. I don't get out of the house very often. I really only do whenever my best friend is here and we go do things. And typically it's because he was paying. But now I looked back. I've been talking about my new job for like genuinely over a month. I started a new job and I'm getting more money, so I'm able to go put my fair chip in for our services that we all go. You know what I'm saying? I can now participate and not feel bad. Having to be paid for all the time. But we all decided that we were able to find time. Of course, it's the holidays. We were able to find time and all meet up to go play pickleball. Yes, we live in North Texas. Yes, I look white, but I promise I'm not. We had our we had our Asian friend get us the pickleball kit, but we played pickleball, we played some basketball, and then we went to Chili's. And I want to talk about how much it improves your life to actually get out of the house. As someone who genuinely stays inside 99% of the year, it really does put that into perspective of like, you know what? Like my life is just so much better when I go live it. When I actually go out of my house, I go experience things. Maybe not experience new things, but just experience things. Just not have the same mundane routine every single day. It really does bring that little bit of spice to life that a lot of people are looking for. And unfortunately, the way that things are panning out in America is, I mean, shit. I was just talking about that. It is so expensive to go outside. Frankly, it's very expensive to go and even find opportunities like this. Not just expensive in the fact that it costs money, but also expensive in the fact that it costs time. Even though we were all able to hang out, my friend still had to go to work after he started like a 9 p.m. shift at Amazon. Like it's still there's still things you have to account for that are very costly. And it's really sad that that like that's a thing. It's kind of depressing to think about the fact that being able to be a human costs a lot of money, you know. And frankly, I do want to also accept the fact that I am very grateful and I am very gifted in the sense that I'm able to now participate in more things. I'm able to get out of my house and go to the park, and I can afford to buy a pickleball kit for myself. Because frankly, for someone with asthma like me, being able to hit the ball and then having to run a short distance is a lot better than running the long ass distance of playing tennis. Same with, I mean, with basketball, you can't really make a smaller version of that. I got winded in 3 minutes. I gave him my all for those 3 minutes, but after those 3 minutes, I had to sit down for 20. It was fucked up. Besides that, besides the depressing side of it all and how much it costs money, whatever, the benefits of actually getting out of the house, I felt just so like I felt natural. I was in hindsight, I was like hearing the words I was saying in my natural dialogue with my friends, and I sounded a little corny, but I also it just flowed. I was like, we were talking about movies we had seen. My friend was telling us how he saw Avatar: Fire and Ash, and how he said it was really good, but he fell asleep twice in the beginning of it. And I was like, this guy right here, he's telling us he liked the movie, but he fell asleep twice. Come on now. I was just, it just worked, and like everyone was just having a good time. The biggest takeaway I grabbed from it was that actually being able to get out of the house, have time with my friends that I rarely ever get to see. We've all moved away for college. We're all in different states. We all have different schedules. Being able to actually have that moment where we're able to all come in together and have some fun, it really does give you that push. Especially for someone in my scenario who yeah, my friends are miles away. different time different time zones for my best friend, you know. We have to actually coordinate things, and that takes time, and then plans come up and plans disappear, and then sometimes the only time one of us can get on is at 1 in the morning, and I have to be in bed by 10 o'clock. You know, it's not the most convenient thing, but being able to actually have a pinpoint time with the holidays to actually we're gonna hang out right here. You know, it's it's really refreshing. It's really refreshing. I wish I could have more of these moments per year, but frankly, I have to deal with what I'm gifted in other ways. So I'm willing to accept this for what it is and be grateful for the time I do have with my friends. Because some people have even less time than me. You know, what I'm trying to say with this video is that being social, it's pretty cool. You know, as a social species, it's pretty cool when you actually get to interact with the other humans. But being able to just hang out with your friends, being able to get outside, being able to go to Six Flags or just go to Chili's and then we all get drunk and have a shit ton of burgers at Chili's. You know, being able to actually do these things, even if it's only once or twice a year, very important. Very like I miss seeing my friends. I don't enjoy being in my white room all of the time. Being able to pull myself out of this depressing ass white room and go let's go shoot some hoops with my boys makes life really worth living. Thank you.